Hi, it's Matt with EquiPredict Analytics. In this video, we're going to be reviewing how to use volume by price, otherwise known as market profile, as a trading strategy on the daily chart of QQQ. We're also going to be combining it with a very straightforward 18 and 40 simple moving average, which is your red line is your 18, your blue line is the 40 moving average. And just briefly, if you're enjoying some of the content we're providing, please do subscribe to the channel. You can also head over to our website, EquiPredict.com. We've got a lot of information over there regarding market forecasting. As many of you know, you can pick up our free monthly forecast, sentiment forecast for the Dow Jones, the NASDAQ, and the S&P 500 that we send out every month. You can read some articles that are open for our readers over there, learn about how our forecasting models work, as well as our subscription model over there at EquiPredict.com. So definitely check that out. Up on the screen here, we've got the daily chart of QQQ. I've drawn a few things on here, which I'll walk through step by step. There's a lot of confusion about how to use volume by profile or volume by price or market profile as a trading strategy. And I'll kind of go over what I believe is the important part of what you should be looking for when you're looking at it. So this is the green bars here are the volume profile bars. Obviously, what I've done is I've drawn these pink lines in here just to highlight that what we're doing is we're measuring only a particular period of time. The volume by price bars tells you, these spikes here tell you that volume gives you a sense of how many shares of, what kind of volume of shares are traded at particular prices on the chart. Here on QQQ, you can instantly see just by looking at it, if we're here in mid-August of 2025, I've just hidden the price action going forward just for the moment. So you can kind of see what you should be looking out for as price progresses in time. But you have these spikes, all right? Those are the ones you want to be looking for. These tell you that these are likely support and resistance areas on the price chart. Obviously, we have a gigantic one here down here at $415, $420 per share that aligns with the ultra high volume spike here in April of 2025. We have another one here telling you that at $450 per share, there's a lot of shares traded. That's because if you look here, you're going to see a lot of candlesticks all clustered around here at around $470 per share. And that adds up in this particular price point. It adds up all the volume of shares traded within that particular point in price. I hope that makes sense. So let me just clear this off so we can kind of get back down to basics here. So what we're going to be looking for is if it's August 15th, 2025, we've just rewound the clock here to make a point. We have 4 areas in price that we're looking at: 1, 2, 3, and 4. So in my opinion, this is where the confusion comes in. In my opinion, yes, these do act as support and resistance, but it's important to look out for these low volume areas, these low volume nodes. These are the areas in price where I believe institutions are likely to pick up their shares because they know everyone's looking at these particular volume by price areas as support and resistance. So if price does happen to make it down into, if it's here, August 15th, 2025, it's around $580 per share. If it ends up making it down, the price down into $560 per share, what's likely to happen is, yes, sometimes it bounces off, but what's more important is that once it reaches these zones, what you want to be looking for is to see how price behaves once it reaches these low volume zones around, say, $540 per share within this particular period of time, January 1st. To August 15th. And then what you want to do is if price does happen to get down there, you want to see take a look at what the moving average is doing. Are they still pointing upwards to the northeast part of the screen, or have they started to curl downwards, or is price now, like it is today, below the 18 and the 40? And so what you want to be doing is just keeping an eye on how price behaves once it pierces through these particular areas of price support and price resistance. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to zoom out. We're going to move the chart to we're going to zoom out to where it is today and see if we can glean what we should be looking out for in terms of volume by price going forward. So let me just turn off these arrows here. And we're going to zoom out to today's date. All right, and so what we're going to do is we're going to keep the starting point of the volume by price or volume profile as January 1st, 2025. And I'm just going to move it forward in time. What you're going to see is that those volume by price bars are changing. And what it's doing is it's taking all the volume into consideration along these particular points in price to readjust the volume profile. So as I move it forward in time, you're going to see those move up and down, and it's just, again, calculating how many shares were traded at particular prices on the chart. So I'm just going to move it beyond the price of where it is today, and you're going to see it stopped obviously moving. The green bars have stopped moving up and down because we have moved beyond today's date. So it's not taking into consideration any further volume than it is as of the closing trading day on Friday the 21st. So here we are. What we can see right away is that price has come down. It's actually gone through this particular volume by price bar, which is around $600 per share. Now notice how it's a round number. The important thing is that we need to be looking out for at this point is how is price going to behave, because right now it's in a vacuum. It's in one of those low volume areas here starting from January 1st, 2025 and to today. This is a very low volume area of time. And what you can see is the moving averages have started to arguably turn down. The 40 is still, you could argue the 40 is still flat, which is bullish. If that starts to curl downwards along with the 18 crossing through it, that's obviously a bearish signal. It's a good idea to watch and wait. So if price sort of consolidates here, maybe bounces up, bounces down, but then it all of a sudden makes it through this particular low volume area and the 18 has started to curl back up again, and maybe to even cut through a downsloping 40 or a flat 40, that would be a bullish indication, a bullish entry for QQQ. So this is what you should be looking out for, that we are currently in a low volume node here on volume by price, meaning that at this particular point in price, $590 per share on QQQ is very low volume. It's very low volume traded from the beginning of the year. We want to see how it's going to behave going forward. So I hope that helps you with understanding how to combine the volume by price bars with your simple moving average crossover trading strategy, if you will, if that's the one you choose, to help you with your trading journey. Good luck, and do be careful out there.